What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Line. We're here with Toya and 12, hanging out, talking about what's going on in, I guess, the
The
lively day.
world. What's
world.
going on in the world?
So, how y'all doing tonight?
Good. I'm just taking it easy, man. Taking it easy.
Doing good, can't complain.
Yeah. So we just missed DR, man. He just called in. You know, he on the road.
Yeah.
He's up on the road.
Hey, DR, if you're watching, you could always check in for 5-10 minutes, but be safe out there. Get some rest, man. Get some rest. Yeah, he drives, so he's always on the road.
Definitely.
I don't think I could do a job like that. But you got to do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Because
I'll be sleeping on the side of the road every day.
Boy, car be pulled over, just be chilling.
I want to sleep.
I know a guy like that. He lived like an hour from his job, and he worked nights, and he'll pull over on his way home sometime and take naps.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's necessary.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
that's life.
Definitely. We'll see what One Night up to, but hopefully he'd be here. But anything going on in the news? Anything popular for you, Toya, in the news?
I can't say I watched too much of it this week, aside from the crash in LaGuardia.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really watched too much of the news this week. I feel like I've just been so busy.
Oh, did it travel? When you travel, was the airports busy?
No, I'm saying I just been so busy, like I haven't tuned into anything.
No, I know.
I flew from the smaller airports intentionally.
Okay.
I didn't have any trouble with TSA, going from New Haven to I landed in Lakeland, Florida. That was smooth too. So yeah, I don't think the smaller airports experienced any of those issues.
Yeah, because I was watching the news and they were making it a big deal. It was like a lot of traffic in the airports, people showing up late, probably like 2-3 hours.
Wasn't ICE sent to help?
Yeah, they were in there.
Yeah, they've been helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been helping. But I think it affects the bigger airports more. Like some of these lines are 4 hours long, 5 hours. So they've been canceling flights too because people can't make the flights because they're stuck in TSA.
Yeah. I think
they got all because the government shut down, correct? Or is it because of the war? What exactly is going on?
Yeah, the government shut down. They get paid through the government. Now, didn't something happen today that they voted down some bill that was going to fund TSA?
I seen a little bit, but I didn't get the full scope of it.
Yeah, this TSA thing is going to get ridiculous because it's not a high paying job where they make a whole lot of money.
A lot of them were quitting, but while we're talking, I'm gonna pull something up shortly. There go the guy.
There you go.
You.
Hey, how's the family?
Who's that?
Yeah, a lot of them. That's Toya.
Hello.
I ain't seen her in how long, man? It's been over a fortnight. What the hell? Hi, Toya.
Hello, Brandon. How art thou?
I'm alive. I'm living.
You got the coffee? That's the coffee?
You know it. Late night lime. I need my coffee. Viral bread. What's up?
Yeah. Well, we ain't getting anything popping yet. We just open dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Welcoming the people in.
Toy, why we can't see? What's up with that? Sensitive stuff for you, Brandon.
The what now?
He was like, "Yeah, we got to wait for Brandon to show the sensitive stuff."
What sensitive stuff?
The debatable stuff.
Well, I got some stuff tonight.
We got little
I'm a simple
kitties.
person. You know, I got an opinion like everybody else. So I don't know what you're talking about. Toya, where are you? I can't see you.
I'm in my
Toya
bonnet.
relaxing, man. Toya relaxing.
No. So Toya, let me put you on game, okay? I got played last time by two people that didn't show themselves on camera. Gavin, what's up? For a while, my boy.
Gavin?
Yeah, thank you, Gavin. My wife made that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Toya, I got played last time. All right. We
I'm gonna
opened
set
it
up
up
the notes.
to somebody from the crowd.
I'm gonna put some notes in the background. So if we the question, let's do a quick vote live, right? You guys want me to post the link so people could join, or no?
Crickets.
I say hell no. They got to earn their way on the show.
What? Oh, shit.
So normally we post the link, but for the last couple shows, I've been forgetting. So when we post that link, people started coming up because I haven't been posting the link.
Yeah, last time I was like, "Yo, post the link," and you saw it.
So that's the question:
You
should
get
we
what you
post
asked
the link
for.
or not?
I mean, it just make it funny to me. As long as we got the right people.
I mean,
if they want to hop on, they got to show their face.
Right, we can do that. So I can
they're gonna
set it
know,
up
hey,
that way.
if you come on and start popping, we're gonna boot you. Like simple.
It's mandatory.
If you ain't trying to be part of the conversation, we don't want you in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with it. You know, I'm ready for anything.
All right, cool. Toya, what's your thing? And Toya, you got control. If you want to boot him, you could boot him
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very curious now. I'm curious. I missed quite a bit last week. I say post it. Let's see what happens.
All right, cool. So
listen, I'm a soapbox warrior. I could talk back here behind my keyboards. I rule this. That's what they do when they sit on the computer talking junk all day. I'm a king back here, boy. I'm in charge. Anybody coming to the show talking junk, they gonna get it.
So, but go ahead. While this is playing, let me run this quick clip, and you could keep it down, dog. So I'm gonna put it on this one, and I'm gonna pull up this video. So while we was talking about TSA, this is what's happening in the airport. I'll let you guys decide. This video will give me some time while I kind of set up the notes. All right.
Go ahead.
We can dialogue on this one before we get everything popping.
Get it.
Add Toya up there too. Oh, there we go. Cool. So let me share screen and play this video.
Leave her alone! What are you doing? Leave her alone! What the hell are you doing?
I hope you're so proud of yourselves, you assholes. You're on video now, too. Yeah. Shame on you. Un-American people.
ICE is now at the airports, everybody.
What's your name? Show the badge. Where's the badge?
Where's your badge?
Can someone call 911? Where's your badge? Can I see?
Okay.
Can I see your badge? I don't know if that's legitimate. Can I see your badge number, sir? What is your name? What is your name? Where's your badge number? I'm asking for your badge number, sir. What is your badge number? What is your badge number? We need to see your badge number. Show your badge number. This is an illegal arrest. Show the badge number.
It's okay. We'll wait
I
here.
need to see your badge number.
And guess who's taking credit?
Whose idea was that? When I was at the airport.
We're dealing really.
Whose idea was it?
Mine. That was mine.
Is that
That was like the paperclip. You know the story of the paperclip? 182 years ago, a man discovered the paperclip. It was so simple. And everybody that looked at it say, why didn't I think of that? Ice was my idea.
This guy, which leads me to believe it was somebody else's idea.
Did you film that?
At JFK in New York, they run from the press as best they can.
Dude, hey, stop following us, please. Stop following us. Stop following us. You have a First Amendment right to do it, buddy. Stop following us. First Amendment right. Stop following us. First Amendment right. First Amendment right. You okay? Have a good day. Have a good day, fellas. Go on, Neil 26.
I kind of like them being at JFK. I'm not gonna lie.
They're in every airport. You know that, right?
Right, but the reason why I like why they're in JFK, when you go recently, you see all of these like Uber drivers and these people. They have a whole bunch of these people. They don't even speak English. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel like you're in a different country. They be in there.
They then get a
You know what I'm saying? You need a
tad bit
cab?
aggressive while
Yeah.
trying to evade the media
They
until
definitely open up that space because nobody ain't hanging out there no more.
Yeah, that's why I can see it's clear.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of traffic.
Yeah, the traffic
They may
is
not
good,
speak
but-
English, but they'll get somebody to where they're going.
two of them just give
Right,
up
that's not the
and
problem.
start
They're
lounging.
coming inside and they're, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's how people get kidnapped. Before it wasn't like that.
Well, 12, they have areas of refuge in almost every airport.
Definitely
Right, but they're coming in and go all the way where as you come off the plane. Well, where that area was, not on the plane, where that they come all out. And you're right, ain't nothing with them not speaking English.
See, I can at least appreciate that they have on their vests and everything, clearly identifying them unlike the other people in the beginning.
One lawyer spoke out.
Starting Monday, ICE agents are going to be in American airports who are undocumented. If you have any mixed status, if you're anyone other than an American citizen, you need to cancel your trip. I'm an immigration attorney. My job is to keep you out of removal proceedings. My job is to ensure that you are not in danger.
Yo, let me be honest. Let me pull it back big screen, right? We talk about this right here. So this right here, if you go to any other country, right, and you don't speak English, they pulling your ass to the back of in the back. You can't roam around any other airport like that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You can't go other countries like you can't just go. Granted, let me say one thing. America do have status in any country that they go to. As long as you say from the time you say American citizen, they treat you with like a level of care. But if you don't have a US passport, you're going through that process. A lot of people don't know that.
I'm not sure.
Trust me.
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
Yeah, if you don't have an American passport, but you going through that process. How you get here? You getting questioned from A to Z. But you pull out that American passport? Oh yeah.
Go down that way.
Well, yeah, I
They
mean,
send you down a whole nother lane.
if we're talking about ICE job is immigration.
Right.
So that's all they care about. If you're a citizen, get the hell out of my face.
Yup. So true.
Yeah.
The first video that we played on this first half, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a lady getting detained in the airport. But if you seen, I chose this video for a reason. It had no context, right? You just seen a lady getting arrested. But as the story broke, I think she was ordered for removal.
Yes, and she missed it or whatever. She didn't reply.
Missed it. So I caught her, and you see, you hear one of the things I can't. One of the things I can't even put it like that. It's like American people against protecting America. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Nah, flesh that out.
Yeah. Because
it's like this. You see somebody getting arrested. You hear all of them, oh, stupid ICE, blah, blah. Yo.
Well, the only problem I had with that video is that they didn't identify themselves.
They don't
That's
need
what I was
to.
waiting for.
Yeah,
they
identified themselves.
Hell
they
no.
would shut down the whole conversation.
Player, you don't need to. You're in the airport.
That doesn't make it right.
You look like some random dude just grabbing up on this lady who's crying out. Yeah, show some kind of identification.
But that's the only thing that I like. Okay, if an ICE agent walks up to me and he got the big ice on his chest, I know it's an ICE agent. But those people right there were all in black. They didn't identify who they were. She could have got like kidnapped right there in front of the world. That could have been real kidnappers that you don't even.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Look at the same, just take you.
I get you. I don't deny, but you could tell.
But other than that, I mean, there was a girl too. It wasn't just her. Wasn't there
it was like two different videos? Yeah, it was two different.
There was a young girl because this was the mother, and we saw the same thing happen with the girl that was from. I don't want to get the wrong country wrong, but it was in South America, where she was visiting her parents in Texas, and her boss bought her a ticket to go. And when she got to the airport, ICE detained her and sent her back to her home country, like in 3 days, and they've been talking about that. So ICE has been working in the airport forever. They work with TSA because they are immigration, and a lot of people come in this country illegally and they get turned right over to ICE. So when you come into an airport into the United States, ICE agents are always there. This whole thing that people think that they're now showing up at airports, they've been there forever. Doing.
I was going to add to what you're saying. True. I was going to add to what you're saying. So the government is shut down and you have all these ICE agents, right? Mm-hmm. Now they could go into the airport and help, because if TSA is down, ICE could help because it's kind of the same job.
Yeah, I definitely think they can help. I don't have a problem with them being there.
Yeah, so I kind of like it, but the thing Brandon was asking me to flush out was, when you're in the airport, trust me, from where it was before to where it's now, I appreciate all the security in the airport. I appreciate it, and being at war, man, I want my airport safe as ever. I don't care. You could run up on me. Take what you need. You know what I'm saying? As long as my security is there, you know what I'm saying? Perfect. Man, I've been in America. Like, let's say, when you hear, and if you don't have like certain credentials and you're flying without it, they put you on like a fly list. Every time you come through, they flag you. Bruh, until you get your citizenship or whatever, and you get off that list, you appreciate your U.S. visa. You get what I'm trying to say? Americans don't go through that. Well, not all, some. Majority of Americans don't go through that, so they would never see it. But people that don't have a U.S. passport, they go through it on a regular.
Yeah.
They put you in that back room, strip you down, take out all your stuff, take out all your clothes, throw it all over the place. You got to go back in there, pack it back. Trust me.
I mean, but that's the price of admission.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. So if that person is not a U.S. citizen, why? You see, Americans is advocating it because they never seen what these people got to go. If you're not a citizen, is what I'm seeing is you're sharing your citizenship with someone that's a non-citizen, right? Granted, if you come here, it's like this. If you come in and you visit, I can understand that experience is going to be a little bit challenging. But if you're getting deported or you come here illegally, why are you expecting treatment of American? If you go to any other country, they're not treating you that way. They're not treating you that way. Land, air, or whatever, they're not treating you like that. Boy, you go into any other country by water, whatever, it doesn't matter. They pulling out guns. They bringing you in like you a criminal. America's the only country that bring you in. Hey, you want breakfast? Yeah, we put you in a nice hotel. Well, not a hotel, but they put you up in, you know what I'm saying? They put you up in nice place. When you go to other countries, they're not doing that. They treat you like a criminal. They're treating you like a criminal. You know what I'm saying? So people don't see it. From America's side, Americans don't see it because they've never been treated like that. So that's my point. What's your thoughts?
I just feel like there's a way to go about things civilly and peacefully. Whether the people are here or not, I mean, that's the thing. We, as Americans, some of us, not all of us, obviously, we just get up in arms when we see people treated like this because we're all human beings, whether we citizens or not. There's just a way to go about it. You grabbing this woman up in that, like, it's different if she tried to make a run for it. If she had some kind of weapon, obviously you don't know, but there's a way to do things. And when you walking up on anybody speaking Spanish, that's the problem I have, because it's like, bro, come on. You can be a citizen and speak Spanish. There's a way to just ask for documentation, ask for paperwork. They ain't got it. All right, amp it up a level. But it's just the way they go about it. Again, the men did not identify themselves, at the very least, a badge, something. Just say it, and the people going to leave you alone to do your thing. I do appreciate the security. Yes, ICE has a job to do. It may not be popular. That's why y'all hiding your faces. But the job is the job. It is what it is.
All right. I respect that. So any thoughts?
It was hard to watch the men grabbing up on the woman like that. You know, and I don't think it was a wrong thing to ask for the badge. You know, I agree with Brandon, there's a way to go about things, but what was displayed in the video looks like brutality.
Right. I agree. That's why I chose this video without any context. But if you didn't get that, the full scope of it was a person, well, like how I described it, was a person that was ordered to be removed as she was still in the country. You know, it kind of bolster whoever is watching, because you feel like, you know, you wouldn't want that for yourself. And I do agree. But, you know, if you break the law, you got to go. But, all right, let's roll into the first clip.
That was women ICE agents. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't felt
got women ICE agents. Yeah.
You know, just to see the man grabbing up on a woman like that.
But guess what happened?
Yeah, I seen in New York they had the chick walking with a ponytail.
Yeah. But guess what happened? Now, once you do have ICE agents that are female, it needs to be supported by guys, because guys don't look at women the same. We seen videos of female cops where, you know, it was like 3 female cops fighting this one guy, and he was handing it to him, and he was
that inmate. Wee.
No, that's the next clip. That's a different one. That's stuff like that. But yeah, but this one was a different one where it was like 2 or 3 cops. They arrested this guy, and they couldn't like get him. They couldn't detain him, and he ran away. It was 3, and this was like 3. I think it was 2 cops. I think it was 2, where they were trying to detain him, and he still got away. You know what I'm saying? They still got away. So which one would you rather? I would rather some guys that could, you know what I'm saying, woman or man. I prefer that it's the guy, because you could have ladies that don't care about that lady and try to harm that lady. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can't stand. I can't stand to see when a woman female officer get hurt. I don't know. It does something to me. Guys, I understand a guy is strong. I'm like, all right, he could recover. He hard, he tough. You know what I'm saying? He gonna work it out. He gonna get back on his feet. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about like maim or, you know, the severe ones. We're talking about like, you know, he could take a punch. I can't see a lady take a punch and be like, yo, she got to go back to that tomorrow. Nah, I can't see that one. I can't see. You know what I'm saying? Because even as a man, letting your wife or your significant other as a female officer go to work and somebody punch her, you're gonna feel a certain way of like, nah, I'm showing up. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? You want to protect her, you know what I'm saying? So that's why my sentiments are like that when it comes to female cop, because I know if a guy punch, you know, my wife, it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But let's roll into the first one. Here we go.
If anybody wants to hang out with my husband and do the boring things that he likes to do, like, I'll give you his number. You call him right now. And I think that's the bigger thing. I trust my husband. Forget even the person. We always put it on the women. Yeah. I trust my husband. I don't think he's going to do anything.
I mean, he might.
You have a bigger problem then, right?
Yeah.
It's not just,
he
might.
Yeah.
So,
way to put doubt in somebody's mind. Jesus Christ.
So this is the first clip, right? This is the anchor saying that her husband, she trusts her husband, right? And it's basically they're saying they trust their partner and they trust him so much they don't mind them hanging out with people. I agree with this kind of 50-50. It all depends on the age and how secure you're in your marriage.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you get to a certain age, it's like, you don't gotta worry. But if you're married brand new, and I think that's something totally different. What's your thoughts?
Toya, you want to take it first?
I'm still trying to think this through.
Why you thinking? Let me jump on it. I don't give a damn the age. I don't care how fresh you are in your marriage. It's all gravy, man. Listen. At the end of the day, life is about the test that you go through anyway. Exactly. If you got some friends, man, listen, you got to build that trust within your relationship to begin with. And when you put that doubt in your mind, it's going to affect your relationship. You're going to end up lashing out or you're going to end up overthinking things. The one song that come to mind, y'all probably don't know it, but it's Dr. Hook's When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman. It's from the 1970s. Literally speaks about that doubt and that fear when you're in love with a beautiful woman, you're looking for lies and you watch her friends, you watch her eyes, this and that. It don't have to be like that. Trusting your spouse and hopefully they're able to reciprocate and show you that your trust was placed in the right person. But you can't get that way without going through a couple tests.
I respect that. I don't push back against it. When I hear it, I seen two things, right? Because I'm basing it on her, right? And the way how I'm seeing it is she knows her man and what he gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? And the way how she said it, I don't want to, I'm interjecting right here. She likes her man and she knows he do some boring stuff. Because the way how she said it is like he be texting and doing, she's like, she got herself a nerd that she's proud of. That's what it sounded like to me. She got, so she like, I don't know how he looked, but she knows she got one that he's just into what he's into. You can drop a beautiful woman in there. He ain't going to see her because he into what he into. You know what I'm saying? You probably might, you know, so that's kind of how I was looking at it.
I agree. It sounds like man ain't got nothing going on. He probably ain't got no game. He was lucky enough to bag her, but she ain't worried about it.
And that's exactly why, because they do have some guys like that. It's like, yo, they got a beautiful lady. They got their hobbies. They got all of that. So it's like they locked in. They not seeing anything else. And if she holding him down, he ain't seeing. His eyes closed.
100%.
Yeah. But I think this was a great one, you know?
Gotta trust your significant other.
Definitely, I agree.
Look, and if you don't trust
You
them, you're in the
can't
wrong
trust them, they're not worth being with. You know, and it's
Boom.
when you allow them, like, you know, every healthy relationship, there's time for your friends, time for your family. And, you know, I don't feel like friends should be restricted to either sex either. You know,
Okay.
That's all part of the trust. Without that, there's nothing.
I respect that. Definitely respect that.
And at the end of the day, we only have so much control. You know, your partner goes to work, you know, your significant other, when they go to work, you're not going to be able to monitor all their interactions. So you still have to have some level of trust, even with that.
Respect that.
You trying to monitor some of their interactions, Toya?
No, I ain't got
you
no
watching
time
the
for
Ring
that. I ain't
doorbell
got
at
no
home?
energy
You
for
got
that.
security cameras in the house?
Nah, that's not me.
It take 2 seconds to look at the app. I don't know.
That is not me.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't want to know. I don't want to know.
Whoa, well, you wouldn't want to know?
No, because my heart can't take it anymore.
Your heart can't take it. So what happens if you pop up with that STD? I didn't mess around.
Oh, taking it
You
there.
got a bum. Where this come from?
That conversation.
Who makeup is this?
That takes it to a
Who
whole
lipstick is this I just found in your shirt pocket?
Yeah. As for when I say I wouldn't want to know, like, I'm not the type to be searching up nobody's phone, timing anyone, looking at, you know, how much mileage. That just takes too much energy. If I got to do all that in the first place, it ain't worth it. It's just not worth it.
I agree. Listen, I know an old lady. She used to come home from work, put a hand on her husband's car. That's how she knew if he had been out or not. Causing argument every night.
If it's
every night. If it's hot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't live my life like that. That takes too much energy.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So closing thoughts on this one.
Make sure you got the right one. It's okay to have friends, but you got to trust the person you with.
I agree. Because I think in a marriage, as you get older, you wanna. I think it's good when you have like people that you can still communicate, because it becomes hard when it's like you're just locked in, and it's like no one that you could like your significant other could speak to, or you can't speak to. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and then it always come that whole thing when you start to like when you meet people. It's like, all right, can I bring this person around my wife? You know what I'm saying? Can I do, you know what I'm saying? You start playing those weird games. It's like, you know, it's better to kind of build that trust. So it's like you have someone, you bring them over. It's like, you know, they already know. It's like, oh, this is what he gonna do with this, and you know what I'm saying. You kind of know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I seen a lady that said one thing, and I was like, I always took that junk. I was like, she says when she calls like a guy friend phone, she always wants to say hi to the lady of the house, to make sure, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, let me say hi to the wife first. Then she talks her business. She never just calls and speaks to the guy. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, you know? And I kind of add that to my things. Like, if I'm speaking to someone, it's like, hey, you know, if you're married, I kind of ask those 1 and 2 questions. So now if I'm calling you within a frame, you know, hey, you know, tell your husband, say hi, blah, blah, blah. Kind of always leave that off. So it kind of build that trust, you know?
It's cautious. I get it. It's also thoughtful.
Yeah, it is. It is, yeah. But I like that. That one I definitely took from someone. So, yeah. All right. So let's roll to the next clip.
Let's get it.
I'm on a schedule today.
Let's keep to it then.
And it's happened again. A California woman looking to enhance her figure killed after receiving illegal silicone butt injections from an unlicensed cosmetologist. Christina Ashton Gorjkani was a 34-year-old Kim Kardashian lookalike model and OnlyFans star. Investigators say she went to a hotel near San Francisco airport looking to meet a cosmetologist who had flown in from Florida to perform that procedure. Detectives say a day after the silicone injection procedure, Gorjkani began experiencing respiratory distress, and she died the next day. A San Mateo County jury today finding 53-year-old Vivian Alexandra Gomez guilty of involuntary manslaughter and practicing medicine without a license. Sentencing for Gomez will happen in May.
All right. This happened. What's your thoughts on this one?
For Kim Kardashian lookalike, spot on. Spot on. You know, sorry for the loss of life. You got to love yourself, man. Going too far.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Gotta find some way to... You're just putting yourself at risk. And the more, I don't know, it seems like the more surgeries they get, the more dissatisfied. You know, they just keep doing more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
You know, you're never going to be satisfied. Just find something about yourself that, I mean, just appreciate your natural.
Is that body dysmorphia or no? Or is that just trying to continually improve? I don't know.
I think it's an identity crisis.
I think so too. I want to add to Toya because she was trying to look like Kim Kardashian. That right there, she already lost herself. If I got to transform myself into someone else to be, you know what I'm saying? Do you think Kim Kardashian have some kind of ease now? Because I'll be mad as hell if there's a lookalike for me out there on OnlyFans or OF.
No. Considering how Miss Kardashian gained her fame, OnlyFans seems quite appropriate.
Well, I can see where you're coming from, but it's like what I'm talking about is like you're trying to be someone else. It's not even your best self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You look like somebody else on OF. It's like, that's why I was like, this is weird, I didn't like it.
But didn't even she have surgeries too?
She did.
Kim Kardashian has had surgery, yes.
Well, then it's like everybody getting surgery to look like the next one that had surgery. Like, what the heck?
This is what we gotta remember. Okay? There's a whole generation that only knows Kim Kardashian's fame for being on E! Hollywood and being married to Kanye West. They don't know how she initially had her family on her back with that sex tape with Ray J. And so you got this young lady being a lookalike. Kim Kardashian ain't on OnlyFans doing all of that. So there's a substitute. But she gone.
Okay.
Somebody's in the market for something.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she was raking in the money and she could have afforded an actual doctor to do this work versus getting somebody from Temu.
I feel that. This one was a little heartbreaking to see. And how about the doctor? How did
she look like she was injecting herself with stuff? That face ain't natural.
You can imagine she was raking up and she unlicensed.
Listen, Craigslist, Marketplace, you can find these doctors anywhere.
That's no wonder she kind of looked like Kim Kardashian because that price was low. And if you have all that money, why would you go to the Temu doctor? You could have went to a real doctor.
I mean, I'm all for saving money. I'm gonna cut corners somewhere. I just don't want it to cost me my life.
Right, but that's the whole thing. You spend money. It's like you can't be penny wise and dollar foolish. You know what I'm saying? If you racking it in on what you call it, OF, right? We got to say OF, right? If you're racking it up and that's your daily bread, why would I cut my daily bread to go to a Temu doctor? That's like me not going to a horse veterinarian to get my teeth removed when I could go to a dentist.
I mean, I get it. You know, it's just in my household we call it a personal problem. That's all it is.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts on this one, Toya?
R.I.P.
Love yourself.
Nice. All right, we roll into the next one.
You can buy your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if it's messed up.
That's TLC, right?
You go to a doctor. You can go to a doctor, right?
That comes to
Unalive you. Damn, I'm pretty.
Quick question. If I show half of my face to a guy, like only like this, like I send a picture like this, and I don't show my little whatever the fuck is going on there, is that considered catfishing? Because I'm showing literally more than half my face. So is that catfishing? No, right? No.
So is that catfishing?
No, it is not.
Explain.
If you show half your face, right, and I'm into it, and then we get on a date and I see the other half, and yeah, you got a glass eye, whatever, it's like I'm getting two people. It's a twofer.
What?
Nah, man, that's catfishing.
It's not catfishing. You getting two for the price of one. You're winning.
Bro, half a face is not 2 for 1, man.
Listen, it is 2 for 1, and I'm gonna tell you why. In the dark, we all look the same. Just saying. You might turn on the lights and you get one side, you know.
So granted, right? So it had a video similar to this where the guy did the same thing. So in the pictures, so this girl was talking about that she was talking to a guy for like 6 months, and his picture, he has his hands and I think he had his hands and everything, but she could only see from waist up. When she went to go visit him, he had no legs. Is that catfishing? Huh?
No. My legs don't make my personality. It's just a part of me. You feel me? But if you like me for who I am, who you talking to, what you see, what's the problem?
You want to host a Love is Blind show. That's what you want to do. Listen,
man, sign me up. Sign me up. I'll be Don Cornelius on Love is Blind. Sign me up. Everybody need a chance. Just because I ain't got no legs don't mean I can't walk into your life. You feel me?
You can. You got to roll
full disclosure. Bro. Full disclosure. Why couldn't you,
What is this?
These are important
business. No. If you tell everybody everything up front, what's going to happen? They ain't going to give you the time of day. You got to ease them in. Inch it in. Let me take that back. You got to start off. You go slow. Go slow, okay?
Deception.
You
go half the face, then the whole face.
It is not a deception. That is the point of dating to begin with. If you tell everybody all your business up front, you ain't never gonna be with nobody.
That's not like not all your business. We talking about physicality. Physicality is very superficial. We're not talking about the rest.
What are we talking about? So we just talking about the physical?
Well, physical is superficial. You said all your business.
Yeah, so what is me not having legs? There's so much more. You don't know about my credit card debt. You don't know about my student loan debt. You don't know about my abuse when I was a child. I ain't got no legs. Big whoop.
But abuse and all that's emotional, right? We're not talking about all of that. We're not talking about personal issues. We are talking about.
Would you rather know about that before you find out I ain't got no legs, no piernas? I'm just saying. You can't be superficial like that. You can't judge a book by its cover just because they don't got the spine.
I am not saying you should judge a book by its cover, but
so what you saying, Toya?
There should be full disclosure.
What is this full disclosure business?
Half a face versus.
No. Listen, I'm pretty sure there's something physical about everybody that you haven't told somebody.
If I can't see the whole face, first of all, we're FaceTiming before anything else. We are going to FaceTime. Yes, we are.
You can do angles on FaceTime. We're doing an angle right now. Look.
Now I'll be like, show your whole face. Show your face.
Oh, damn. You pushy before you even get to the date. God damn.
Because I can't see your whole face. I'm asking for too much to see your whole face.
Yeah, you asking for too much. Yo, how Martin Luther King said, I want to be judged by my my character, not my color or my creed. You feel me?
Then go
Toya,
on Love Is
shame on
Blind.
you.
That's Love Is
Shame,
Blind.
love. So what if I am blind, but I can look directly to the camera and you don't know no better? Big, look at these beautiful eyes. Stop being judgmental, man. It's 2026. Y'all wrong, man. Wrong.
We not wrong. Yo, I think you need to disclose, bro. I think you need to, because
my G, you say disclose. We're not talking about whether I'm trans or not. I ain't got no legs.
Right. What? All right. Let me paint a picture. So let's say, right, I meet this beautiful lady, right? And I live in like a 4, 5, 6 story house. We don't got no damn wheels, nothing like that. I bring you over. My apartment is on the 3rd floor. How we getting up there?
I'm not even gonna front, okay? I got a boy I went to high school with. He was a football player. He got into a car accident. He in a wheelchair. That mofo can make it up the stairs in his wheelchair. You could do anything you put your mind to.
I agree.
Boy, it's all in the arms. That's all you got is just biceps, triceps. Work it out. Don't let your disability define you. I'm getting up them stairs, and you're gonna get to know me.
Oh man. I had a clip ready to go to second this, but I can't find that clip, yo. But anyway, I still got a packed show. In closing with this one, Toya, we're gonna wrap up on this one. So I think you should disclose. You know what I'm saying? I think it's false advertising. I think you know what I'm saying? I think so. Because it's like this. You could get all the way down there and you'd be like, oh, let's go on a date. And it's like you show up and the date that you're planning doesn't even accommodate what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But I did see this one, Brandon. I give you this. I remember a blind lady did this. She did it. She went on a date and the guy drove like 2 hours to meet her and showed up and she had a cane and he treated her good. He took her out on a date and you know what I'm saying? He didn't care. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care. She had all her extremities she just couldn't see. You know what I'm saying?
They dated more than one time?
I'm not too sure, but he took her out on a date. He took her out on the date. Yeah, I know he took her out on a date.
People with disabilities are worth dating, and there's somebody out there for everybody.
Yeah.
But if I ain't got no legs, that don't count?
Huh?
You heard me. If I ain't got no legs, it don't count?
If you ain't got no legs, it don't count towards what?
That's what it sounds like you said. It sounds like you said everybody with disabilities, but the people that don't have no legs. Is that what you're saying, Toya?
Of course I'm not saying that.
That's what it sounds like you're saying, though. You're not denying it.
Not saying that. Stop putting words in my mouth. Stop it.
Tell me you would date somebody with no legs.
Tell you I would date somebody with no legs?
Tell me.
I probably would.
Probably.
Toya,
the water kind of low, ain't it, huh? Hello. Listen here. That's the last thing I'm going to say. In the words of Forrest Gump, as portrayed by Tom Hanks in the movie of the same name, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
True. All right, with that one, we're going to switch to the next one. You got any thing for Brandon before we go on? It's okay if you don't. I just want you to get it out so you can shut him down.
I know it's about the person on the inside, of course. It's important you get to know the person on the inside. Should physicalities matter? It really shouldn't, because beauty is skin deep. But full disclosure is important.
I agree. Mic drop. We going into the next convo. Mic drop. All right, we gonna go here.
My name Knight and I wear glasses. I don't know if I should just.
2 things I will never do as a kingdom wife because I take this position very seriously. Number 1, I will not deny my husband intimacy. I am the only store that my husband can shop at. And imagine every time you go to your favorite store, it says closed. No, I am not going to ask my husband to partner with me, to be in covenant with me, but deny him the main part of what makes it a covenant, which is the intimate parts of marriage. I also understand the psychology of most men. This is the way they feel close. So that is how I'm going to honor my position, is to make sure you stay close. We also know that where there is a gap and where there is space, that is a place for the enemy to come in. Number 2, I don't talk to anybody about my man except for licensed counselors. My friends ain't gonna know nothing. My mama and them ain't gonna know nothing. What's in this house, stay in this house, in Jesus' name.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yes, she's got a point. She's got a point.
Because women be using it as a weapon. That's not what a relationship is about.
Messy when you involve other
What
people.
can get messy? What other people? What other people?
But talk, no man. You're not even meant to
Go
finish
ahead.
talk. You made the potter come out tonight.
Go on then. Over there, so. Come on. I done had my coffee. I'm on tonight.
She
What's
has
up?
a point. Involving other people in your marriage, your relationship, you know, they tend to be not, you know, things should be impartial, unbiased, but it doesn't always work out that way. So yeah, licensed therapists, at least, you know, they're not supposed to take sides. They're supposed to see from both perspectives.
I can see that. I can see that.
I can't.
No, I agree with what I was agreeing with Toya is the last statement that she said with the licensed therapist.
I don't.
Go ahead. Well, go ahead. I'll speak.
Why you gotta pay a copay to work on your issues? You could just work it out with your spouse. You could work it out
only if both
intimately.
parties understand that it takes two to tango and both parties are willing to take accountability for whatever is wrong.
Toya, who tangles by themselves? That's just strange. I just want you to know that. That's very strange. You can't tangle by yourself, right?
It's possible.
Huh?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, how would that work if you're not able to understand? Like, you have to be able to have some kind of understanding, like, and accept, okay, yeah, I'm wrong here. I could have done this better.
I agree.
How are you going to be able to move past your conflict if you can accept?
Well, Toya, it just takes a conversation between two consenting adults in regards to an issue that one has with the other, coming to a place of understanding and moving forward with the boudoir.
So
not
I'm gonna take
everybody
this
has the
Toya.
ability to come to that place of understanding. Not everybody has emotional intelligence or wisdom. So therefore,
Then
when
why
there
did you
is
get married to said individual, Toya? Sounds like somebody didn't do counseling beforehand, didn't know who they were getting into a relationship with.
Not everybody does. Not everybody does.
In my house, we call that a personal problem.
So let me ask you this, right? So as you said, it's a personal problem. If the person can't see what you're trying to say, it's always going to be an issue. I think it's like this. I won't go far as therapy, but you need
What's wrong with therapy?
To a certain degree.
What is wrong with therapy, man?
Oh, did you not hear me just say copays? Who got money for that? Toya, you must got some bomb insurance to be talking about therapy.
So
it's not even that. It's that I come from a history of, you know, the word therapy. It's frowned down upon. It's taboo.
Yes,
Things get
it is.
family secrets get buried. Nobody talks about it. Then the generational curses continue to pass along, and nobody's talking about the issues, and things just keep repeating themselves like a domino effect. So how do we deal with past traumas?
By breaking generational curses and having those conversations with your spouse.
No. I know she's going a little bit deeper. I know she's going a little bit deeper in the sense of you can't talk through everything with your spouse. You're supposed to, but there are certain things that you're going to need mediation for.
But it sounds like Brandon's situation when they have, there's these personal problems. But it sounds like you did the right things. You took the right steps. You sought counseling prior. You made sure that whoever you married had the ability to have courageous conversations. You made sure you examined, okay, what's this person like when they get angry? Can we have a safe like conflict? Just that's first, thorough examination. But is it like that with every couple?
No, I don't think so. It's not like that with everybody.
Why can't it be?
It can
You
be,
want a
but that's not the
utopia, and
situation
so
for
do I.
everybody.
But do utopias exist?
Yes, they do. When we built them.
Hey,
Listen, the glass is always half full for me. I'm sorry.
So it's the same thing for me. Glasses always half full for me too as well. So I'm optimistic. But there's certain things where, hey, if someone don't see your point of view, it's like we already know in a relationship or marriage, there's always give and take. You're not going to win everything, right? You're not going to. You gotta give some, you gotta lose some, or some certain things you just gotta walk away from. So in this one, I agree with like what the lady was saying. To get back to the topic, I do agree with her where you got to be there. You got to I'm trying not to say the words that she said, but I like her statement.
What statement did you like? Just say it, Winston.
No, what she's saying, just being there for your husband, and basically, because a lot of ladies this is what I was going to go down the road where I'm saying, ladies do close themselves off at certain time, and they feel that's like Brandon said, and most guys would say is a form of checking or balancing things out, because that's the way. It's like, oh, he's not doing what I want, shop closed, that type of deal. But I've definitely heard from, I remember I went to a church seminar and they said you can be mad from the head up but not the neck down. I was like, what hey, yo, church, yo. And they had a nice, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't have problem with those type of things, because it was a church function and it was a seminar with couples and stuff like that. I don't have stuff with that. So it was kind of good to hear it from, it was married couples. So this retreat was kind of like a marriage things where everybody there were married to that certain degree. You know what I'm saying? And they were just going over stuff on how to build in your marriage and stuff like that. And it was church function.
By not closing things off, you're kind of forcing yourself to work through the problem. Like you say, oh, you didn't do this, then you don't get that. Like, no, that's not how it should work.
Yeah. But ladies don't operate like that, though. Ladies don't operate like that. They don't. Ladies got to be, I'm not saying to you, I'm just saying overall, I think ladies more operate from, well, I can't tell a lady how a lady acts. What? You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't do something right, shop closed. You know what I'm saying?
No dinner.
Nah, we breaking up the house if that ain't happening. Nah. But I think it was a nice clip. You know what I'm saying? I think she said it well.
Yeah. She had some valid points.
Yeah. All right, so let's roll into the next clip. Any closing thoughts on that one, Brandon? It seems like you had something to say before we switch.
You can work anything out with your spouse or significant other so long as they're willing to do the same.
I do agree with that. I don't disagree with that. I strongly agree with you on that. As long as, hey, all right. I know we kind of said it, but the reality is the main thing in a relationship, you got to have communication.
Communication.
100%.
Yeah. As long as you're talking, you're good. Once you get into that zone where you ain't talking, you're on kind of rocky ground. So, yeah, you could give space. You could give space, but you still got to communicate. You still got to communicate. Even when they don't want to talk, you still got to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
So I do agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying? So this one is for Brandon. So this is the second to this video where Brandon said this. And tell me, is she right or is she wrong?
The worst type of man to have is the one that got the obligation, like the family man. He got to take care of his mama and shit. She calling, can I get $300? No, you can't get $300, bitch. That's my money. No, we got shit to do. This my nigga. Go get your own, bitch. This my dick. No, my nigga can't give you $300. Fuck. I can't stand that shit. I can't stand a bitch that puts the world on her motherfucking son because she don't got no man. No, bitch. That's my motherfucking money.
So Toya, I'm gonna pick on you for this one. Let's go to Toya first. What do you think about this one? Is she speaking facts or not?
I'm just looking at her sideways. Like, first of all, I respect a man who treats his mom like a queen. You know, that speaks volumes to how you're gonna treat your woman. I think there does need to be some kind of boundaries. Like, you know, if mom is requesting this money all the time and we don't have it, that's one thing. But if we got it, you know, if we're able to pay all the bills and then some, and you're still able to help out in the family, why not? I'm very family oriented, so
I can see that. Okay,
I'm just like, yeah. She probably is coming from a place that, like, she's probably not, you know, supporting one another. She probably didn't grow up in family orientedness.
Okay. So you think, so what if she had like a guy that put his mother first before his girlfriend? I don't want to say wife because she said her boyfriend, right? I don't know.
No, that's not cool. Wife should be, you know, should be looking out for your wife first, but you should also not turn your cheek to your parents.
I agree. I kind of like your points. I'm not going to push back as hard because I do agree. It's not like I do have a pushback. It's just, I kind of see her point, but then again, I could understand both sides. I'm on the fence.
That's my money. She sounded real selfish. That's my money, my dick, my money. My.
That's the part that when she said it's my dick, I was like, that's his mama.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know what she was coming at but her point to saying that the mother doesn't have a man and the mother needs to go find a man. I understand, and I'm looking at it logically. That's why I'm on the fence, because I'm looking at it like, yo, if my mother is down or my mother needs help, right? I could understand that situation.
Now, it's one thing if the mom keeps calling every minute, like if she's being overbearing. That's why I'm like, there needs to be.
What? It's his mother. How can you say this? It's his mother.
Yeah, but mommy shouldn't be calling her.
You would want that man to turn his back on his mother? You want him to turn his back on his mother? Boundaries? This man came out of her vagina or her stomach based on the method of birth. And you want him to turn his back on the woman that gave him life?
I did not say that. You go again putting words in my mouth.
Sounds like it, though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Boundary. Everything in moderation. Too much of anything is not good. Yeah, at what point does mom say to herself, "Oh, I've been asking for too much"? But let's go back to what I said initially.
There's no such thing as too much. Life, existence.
So let me clear this, right? And this is where what the right hand is doing, the left hand shouldn't know. So I think he could still help his mother, but we do run into that case of he hiding stuff from his wife. But I think if you know your significant other, I won't really share it as much. And if this thing, I'll probably help my mom. And we try not to get personal where we use our life. We try to keep it in the open. I would tell that young man, hey, do it on the side. You don't have to disclose everything. If you have the means to take care of your mother, you do that shit on the side. You get what I'm trying to say? because regardless or not, that person's still gonna have an issue with the mother. If the mother was nice,
full disclosure, my boy. What happened to full disclosure?
Right, but that's
we keeping secrets now because I'm helping my mom.
Right, but it's gonna still lead to drama.
I don't listen. I'm gonna push back. First and foremost, my children are awake, so I'm gonna say it on the low. If you're calling my mother a bitch, you shouldn't be my woman to begin with. Number one.
Yeah, that's
Number
true.
two,
That's totally
it's my mama. I don't know what her circumstance is, but she's asking for this money for a reason, and I'm pretty sure she's not doing it easily. Women have pride, especially women of color. And so to do this is no easy task. And then, Toya, you say, if we can help, it's my mother. I'm helping my mother. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, I gave my mother that $300. It's my money, and I want it now. If you have a problem with me helping my mother, something wrong with you. That's a red flag.
I'm only speaking from past experience. I'm sorry. I've been in a situation where family back home kept asking for things when all our bills weren't even paid yet. You understand what I'm saying?
Back home? You said
Right,
back home?
but Toya, on this one, you don't have to go personal.
Huh?
I said you don't have to go personal. You can make it thing, but you can just describe it without getting personal. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we talking about to a country that's not as developed as ours, where we're more fortunate in terms of being able to work and earn currency?
Because I seen that. I'm gonna say this part. I've seen stuff like that where having people that live outside of the country. I see it with Africans where it's like remittance, where a lot of these countries where the elder kids are supposed to support the family back in the mainland or the motherland or whatever, however you want to word it, right? So I've seen stuff like that where the eldest always have to be working and sending money back. I remember I was at a job and they had a young lady like that. I was like, yo, you know, like, hey, we about to do this. And she's like, no, I can't. I got to do this so I can send some money. I'm like, but if you're working and I remember asking the question and she explained the situation to me. I was like, oh, she's like, yeah. She said the oldest child always have to take care of the family back there. So if you get into a relationship with this individual, you're working now, you're building a relationship with you and this individual, and she still have to maintain her obligation. That's always going to put a strain on the relationship. You get what I'm trying to say?
I also think things are misconstrued. Like, for example, in underdeveloped countries, they always look at America and our ability to work and make money. Like that doesn't always come easy. It does take tears and sweat to earn this living and make sure your bills are paid. But I don't think until they come here and feel it for themselves, there's that lack of understanding.
Respect. Thoughts, Brandon? You still got stuff on your chest. Thoughts?
I mean, you know, the American dollar is pretty damn strong, you know? One of our dollars is like what? Huh? What? If you what?
If you're making it, it's strong if you're making money. It ain't strong if
So
you
hold
don't
on,
got no
hold on.
money.
So what are you doing with your life if you ain't making money?
Broke. You don't got a job.
You know what we call that?
What's
Person
that?
problem.
Yep. So how could you provide if you don't got money?
Well, I mean, look, if you ain't got no money, get some money. You have breath in your body. You have shoes on your feet. Get up and go out and get it.
Right.
At the end of the day, if you want to be a bum, you want to live off government assistance, you don't want to do anything, that's your existence.
We don't got to go that far. You know what I'm saying? You just probably broke at the moment.
Broke at the moment. You should learn
Life,
financial
medical
management if you're able
bills,
to learn it from
done got sick.
older individual in the family. Who told you to get sick?
Life happened. Okay, so all right, pause, guys. Let me roll into the next clip, right? Let's roll into the next clip. This should answer Brandon's question, right? Nice segue. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
If I knew what I knew now, I would have just stayed on the job and let the people play in my face and insult my intelligence I would have just took them extra hours. I just would have managed up. I just would have let them put all that shit on my fucking plate. If I knew that sticking up for myself, if I knew that having integrity and dignity and self-respect would have landed me on the fucking streets, I would have just stayed on the people's jobs so I could have had at least a place to stay and been able to afford my bills. I would have just put up with it.
So you go
Ladies
first,
and gentlemen,
Brandon.
hindsight is 2020. Ain't no shoulda, coulda, woulda.
But you said you remember you said you shouldn't get sick.
Yeah, she ain't saying nothing about getting sick. She said she just would have put up with X, Y, and Z. You didn't put up with X, Y, and Z. You handled things the wrong way. Now you're recording a video on a phone that you somehow paying for, and you ain't got no job. Big whoop.
But you can't look at it like that.
You go get a job, lady.
Life happens though.
Why not?
I was watching a video today where I'm like, I was looking at a video where I think some hard workers for like 20, 25 years got laid off. You know, the company downside and a couple of people got laid off. They didn't do anything wrong. Life happens. We all know life happens.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if
you
you
take that work experience, you take those connections that you made and you go find the next job. Are you going to boo-hoo and cry about it? You got bills to pay.
I respect that. That's true. I don't disagree with what you're saying. But why I brought this clip was she do have some merit in what she said. Like she said, it's like this. You can either play the game of life or you can stand up for yourself. There's consequences when you do both. You could play your life, go through, make your money, stay in a certain thing, stay cushy, like she said, or you can stand up for what is right and lose your job. So
bless you.
Thanks. So once that happens, right? Why I chose this clip is: should you choose integrity or just to survive?
You said there's consequences when you choose both. There's always a way to do things. There's always a way to go about things. And based on the clips that we have been looking at in terms of people losing their jobs, people don't handle things the right way in the heat of the moment. So I'm pretty sure there's a way to do both. Maintain that roof over your head and your employment.
I do agree with that. There's always the right way. There's a proper way to do stuff. But we do know sometimes you can handle stuff the right way and the outcome is not favorable. Right?
Okay.
Would you say that's true? Because I could handle myself in the best professional way, go through everything, but you got to remember, a job is a job. They're not obligated to keep me there, even though I did everything properly.
Correct. So if I do things in a way that maintains my dignity and I lose my job, I can file for unemployment, use that time to see where I went wrong, see where that job just wasn't good for me, and get the next one. God damn it! Nothing can keep you down except yourself.
True, I respect that. That's commendable. I get all of that, but unemployment doesn't kick in as fast. It does sometimes. Some people are living like paycheck to paycheck. Once you miss one, you're in a whirlwind. You're gone. You know what I'm saying? You're gone.
We are all one bad day away from losing everything. But It's about maintaining so that bad day, either you ready for it or it just doesn't come.
Yep. That's why you got to stack up so you never fully experience it. So basically that's what we're working for. We're working to shower the hedge against the bad days. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But only you can do it. You got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You can't come on the internet and cry unless it's going to make you some money off them views. But at the end of the day, like, I can't feel bad for somebody in a bad position. Only you can make that situation better. I can't do it for you.
All right, I get you. So on the integrity, right? That's where my main focus is, right? Yes, she lost her job. She should have hedged her bets for a rainy day. But did you lose your job for integrity? I already know the answer. I kind of gave it in my statement. What's your thoughts on that?
No, you should not lose your job for integrity. You should be able to stand up for yourself. You should be able to state what is fair and what is unfair. However, if you ain't owning your own business, if you ain't operating your own thing, you are at somebody else's mercy. And that's just what it is.
Well said. You said it. You said it. You said it. Toya, you got any on this?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, we all should strive for entrepreneurship. You know, working for somebody else is always going to come with, you know, you having to answer to, like, do whatever they're asking you to do, you know? So.
Okay, I respect that.
Well,
All right, so let's roll into the. Go ahead. You sorry.
I was going to say integrity is still important, yes. But yeah, owning your own business, that should be the way to go.
Yeah.
Late night lineman now.
Yeah. All right, so let's roll into the next clip. Here we go.
And I don't give a fuck, call it what y'all want to call it. But a man who cannot settle down with one woman and has to continuously sleep with multiple women is gay. A woman is not what he wants. That's why he go through so many. He still to this day is not satisfied with just a woman.
So what do you guys think of this one?
Sound dumb. Come on. She been burnt so many times by a man that's what you gotta lash out and say that he's an homosexual. Like, come on, that don't make sense at all. Yeah, I'm just plowing through girls because I'm trying to get to the right man. What? Just say with them butterfly tattoos you've been hurt, that you can't keep a man. But it don't have to be that he's a homosexual. Like, that's weird.
Yeah, I would say, because I always try to make sure I flip it on the other side. That what would they say for the females that kind of go through that? Would you say that she's looking for a woman?
I think that would be strange. You know, if a woman is looking for a woman, she has a whole transformation, or you know, she just go right to it. But like, you know, I'm gonna just go through enough men until I decide that's what I want. It just doesn't compute.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't agree with that. I think people that go through multiple men, multiple women, whatever, it's because of fair commitment. And they're just not ready for that, or they just want to have fun. I don't know. It has nothing. I don't think it has anything to do with, you know, gender preference.
Yeah, I respect that, because that's the same thing. I noticed some ladies be saying that. Ladies say, "Oh,
I've heard that often. I don't get it."
A lot. And it's to shame men into settling down, and that's not how you do it. You know what I'm trying to say? I think the guys that what they're going for, they try to say that to, you know, kind of make them settle down, but it's like, we won't say that to ladies, and it won't have no effect by telling the lady, "Oh, you banging so much people because you're looking for a woman." That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make no sense. So yeah, this one was a weird one. I wonder why do ladies feel that they could shame? Well, is that the right way to put it? Let me ask this question, right? By saying that, how does it affect the guy? Or what would bring you to get to this point? I know I said two questions there, but how would that make a guy, you know, get a guy to stop, or get you to get to where you're going in your life by saying a statement like that?
I think it's just a good way to disrespect the guy, not make him look stupid, but just to disrespect him, like to make yourself feel good about yourself. Like, oh, I'm not good enough for you. All these other women that you've been messing with, that's where you trying to go, so you must be gay. Like, it's just like a Hail Mary for an insult. It just to make you feel better about yourself. That's the only way. The guy gonna hear that and be like, what? And then they don't keep with these women.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gay. That's why I just had 8 more women. Like, it don't correlate.
Yeah. Any closing thoughts on this one, Toya?
Stop hating if the guy's not ready to commit. Like, I don't know, like.
I get you. Yeah, that's all it is.
I mean, these are things you explore beforehand. Like, you can see signs if a guy's not ready to commit. Like, you gotta know when to continue, when to walk away.
True. Because when I seen this clip, it seemed like she's been hurt by a lot of guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to say she's been ran through, because I don't want to put her down like that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen some beautiful chicks that sometimes you think they get bust down a lot. It's like, no, nobody really approaching them as much too. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of pretty chicks where, like, if you look on the internet, you got ladies that say guys don't approach them. You know what I'm saying? Guys think that they got a lot of suitors and they don't get none. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a catch-22 out here, because a lot of guys are scared to approach beautiful ladies because they think they're in competition with somebody else. And it's like, yo, it'd be shocked. Like, when you're like, oh, you don't got a man? Like, nah, she lying. And guys just keep it moving because it's like, yo, you kind of too beautiful not to be single. You know what I'm saying? Or something wrong. Something wrong with that thing. Something wrong with it.
She must be crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
May she find peace.
Yeah. All right, so cool. That was a good one. So let's kick it up a notch. Let's go here. All right, next clip.
I don't hang with niggas who don't cheat on their girl, bro. Why? That shit weak, bro. Because you are untrustworthy. Why? If you don't cheat on your girl, bro, you are untrustworthy to be inside the circle.
Why? Why would cheating make me more trustworthy?
Because you might tell him something.
No, because I'm so loyal that I would never hurt somebody.
No. You're so locked in with this girl, like you tell her everything. We take you to Vegas, you like, oh, nah, bro, I'm straight. You know what we come to Vegas for. We don't come to play dice. We can play dice in Detroit.
Yeah, but what's wrong with just telling her, like, real quick, like, yo, we're at the club?
No, you would tell your girl, oh, yeah, you know, Skeesh and them, they was with some dudes. I ain't involved. So I can't trust you, bro. You got to have some dirt on your name for me to accept you, bro.
Okay, but
I can't trust you, bro.
If I suck one girl's toenail, is that acceptable?
Well, you have dirt on your name now.
Exactly.
You have dirt on your name now. But if you we go to Vegas, we not.
Brandon, I'm gonna go to you first. What do you think about this?
That is wild. The fact that if you ain't involved in crime, we can't trust you. That's just a horrible person. Literally birds of a feather that flock together. But, oh, you ain't cheating, we can't trust you. You already showing you untrustworthy, period. Why would I want to be associated with you? Crazy.
I think that's the, what you call it, like gang mentality, street type like mentality.
Definitely.
Because that's how gangs operate. Gangs need some kind of dirt on you in order for you to be part of the clique so you don't snitch. And they're taking gang mentality and they're trying to influence on their friends. You know what I'm saying? I think it's bad company overall, because at the end of the day, you would want, because you got to remember, this is a perpetual cycle. You get what I'm trying to say? Something begets something, something begets something until somebody squeal.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day, if one of them get jammed up and they go to jail and they ain't never coming out, they squeal and they tell everybody go to jail, or you're going to see the domino effect. So it's not a good cycle at all. So what he said is nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody have this no snitch until somebody snitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a domino effect in advance. It's just waiting to happen. So I would say I won't be hanging around those people, because either way, you got friends like that. You don't even have to say anything.
They gonna pull your name down.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Or they gonna use you as cover.
Yep.
They gonna use you as cover
You
because
end up
it's like
going to jail and he's fine.
Yo, trust me, because it's like this. You could be there. It's like this. You're like, yo, we about to go down here. And when you go down there, it's like, oh, he go check the next chick. And it's like, now you're into some whole shit. It's like, yo, I don't want to know Jack. I ain't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's one of those situations where it's like this. If you know somebody's involved with somebody and you go someplace
and they bring you, and you see what's going on. Now you gotta either hold this secret or walk away. Which one you doing? Because first thing is like, yo, I'm out. I don't want to know what the hell is going on. You know what I'm saying? So you still end up holding secrets because either way they're implicating you into something that you don't want to know about. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, it's hard, you know, and it seems like them when they go out, I'm just kind of speculating now, is if you're in a room with them, they gonna force you to do, you know what I'm saying? They got a big booty chick in there, they go, hey, you know what I'm saying? Ladies are too beautiful. Sometimes they get hard, you know what I'm saying? So I prefer not to. What's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Definitely somebody you don't want to hang around. He doesn't want any good for himself, you know.
Well said.
It's okay for him to feel the way he feels. Just I hope everybody in his crew know what the type of person he is.
Well, he said that's the whole crew. So that's the mentality of the whole crew.
It just irked me that he said it so freely.
Yeah.
Like, this is a way of life. Like, we all cheat. Like, what? That's nothing to aspire to.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Definitely not.
They all cheat, or they all in non-committal relationships, like, you know. Do you think the woman there he's with is like thinking, oh, I'm the only one?
She gonna find out after she watch that podcast. She ain't. It sound like they're in committed relationships, but they cheat consistently.
So the correlation between this and the last video so let me paint the picture, because I just remember something why ladies do that, where if a guy hangs out with his friends more than he hangs out with his girl, this is where ladies get this thing that they're gay, or you know what I'm trying to say? Because I can't speak for other races, but I've known a lot of minority people say that, oh, that's all they do. They hang out with their guy friends. So that means that they are, or they're looking for other men. So when I see this video and I was watching it, it's like, it just clicked like, okay, that's what it was talking about. But I know this wasn't said or wasn't mentioned. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah. What do you think about that? Is that true? Do ladies see it like that because guys hang out with their boys too much?
Yeah, ladies do see it that way.
Well, what would give you an inclination of that, though?
Like you taking a guy friend to events that you should be taking your lady to. I think it's questionable.
Jealousy.
He said jealousy. What's your thoughts on that, Brandon?
Man, listen. Everybody needs an outlet, and you can't always do things with females. Like, Toya, do you want to go to a comic book convention? Do you want to go play
That's
pool?
my everything in moderation. Everything in moderation.
What's this moderation? Listen, we ain't talking about day drinking. All right, we talking about
everything.
Hanging out.
Everything, hanging out. Again, time with your significant other, time with your family. You know, it's all about balance, figuring out what that balance is. And everyone's balancing beam is different. So I guess we got to get back to the, communicate, right? And figuring out, well, what does balance look like for us? Might be different for some people.
I just think it's funny that, if a man spends so much time with his woman, they get sick of the man. And it's, oh, go do something else. But then when the individual chooses to hang out with his friends, it's a problem. Oh, you're being a batiman. Oh, da-da-da-da-da. You want to spend time with your... Why? There's no winning.
How often is this happening, Is this
How
every
often is
night?
too much? How often is too much?
I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. How often is too much?
Well, what if it's
How
every other
often
day?
is not
Because
too
friends
much?
are important. Friends are important.
Of course they are. Yes, sir, they are.
So how much is too much? I'm going drinking with my friends every other night. That's right.
Every other night you out after work drinking with your friends.
I like a good beverage.
Why you can't drink with your woman?
Because
Sometimes.
when I start drinking, I start telling the truth, and you don't like the truth. Or maybe if you do like the truth, you don't like how I said it. So it leads to issues. And I'm not trying to pay no copay to have a licensed therapist for us to work out the issue.
Whatever your balancing beam looks like, you stick to it.
So what I was going to say,
we're not talking gymnastics. What the hell?
What are we saying? You guys brought up a good point, right? With friends, and we kind of touched on friends a little bit, right? So let's segue into that one, right? Kind of same subject matter, but let me segue. Since we brought it up a little bit, I was on mute, so I just let the dialogue happen. But let me bring this clip in. Right, here we go. Hold on, did I click the right clip?
This is why it's so fucking important to have more than just one fine shit. Because I text fine shit number one, and I'm like, hey, like, let's have a movie night. Like, I didn't have kids or whatever. So he was like, well, I'm at the gym right now, you know, but I'll text you when I'm out. Okay, cool. Texts me 2 hours later. No, he doesn't. I text him, and I'm like, hey, so what are you doing? And he's like, no, I gotta do it. Just give me excuses. And I'm like, all right, whatever, it's fine. Could have said that earlier, but it's fine. So I text fine shit number two. And I'm like we had already been talking throughout the day about linking up and shit. So I was just like, okay. So I ended up texting him, and I was like, so what's up? So I'm already catching the attitude with him because I'm irritated that fine shit number one didn't want to fucking hang out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And he was like, yeah, give me an hour. Bro, like, you're doing too fucking much. Like, it's either now or never. So I was just like, you know what? Like, I was just getting so irritated with him. So I'm like, whatever. I text fine shit number 3. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And nothing. What are you doing? Oh, nothing. I'm at the house. Okay, come over. It's so simple, bro. I swear to God. But it's like, if I didn't have 2 or 3, like, what the fuck? That's why it's always important to have a fucking roster. That's fucking crazy that it took me 2 to get to 3 to finally have a fucking yes. Like, be fucking for real.
Unacceptable.
So are these guys all friends, or do these guys think they're in a relationship with her?
No,
Ain't no relationship.
No.
Ain't no relationship. But guess what? They linking up, though. Nasty. Bring your own condoms, because you're going to catch something if you don't. Now, she young, though. She young. And maybe that's acceptable given her age and her not wanting to settle down and commit to a man. But,
well, in order for her to do that, she's going to have to learn how to occupy her own time sometime. Like, the man is never always going to be available to, like, you know, we busy, right? Doing progressive things with our lives. It's going to be times where he busy and just can't hang out. So then does that mean you go looking for somebody else?
for her right then in that time in her life, it seems that way because she is easily irritated.
Not easy irritated. She easy gonna give up that box to somebody else.
Even worse.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna go there because the reality is, anytime a lady say they got rosters, no, because I was gonna say it's different for a guy, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's different from a guy for a lady, but I understand. Well, let me clear. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in a relationship, right, and you're a bachelor, that should make sense for a guy. in some ways. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not talking about committed relationship. Like if you're a bachelor, you single, I could see that making sense as a bachelor. You know what I'm trying to say? For a bachelor.
But for a female.
For a female, it's slightly different. I think it's slightly different. She got kids. She got all of that. If you're a bachelor, you could be a bachelor and have kids. So I got to pull that back a little bit. I got to rein that back in a little bit. But a roster, it's weird.
Listen, whether you're a male or a female, and you have multiple people that you are involved with, it is possible for you to be, for lack of a better word, a whore. Whore has no gender. It's not just about women, it's men too. And if you have more than one woman that you're messing with, you're a whore. Period.
I don't disagree with it. It is what it is. That's the nature of it.
It look more classy on men, you know? I'm not agreeing with it. It just, you feel me? A whore's a whore. You feel me? Whore.
A whore's a whore.
Whore. Yeah. But the reason why I said what I said is it's easier for a lady to give herself to a man than a man to a woman.
It's easier for
a lady to give herself to a man than a man to give himself to a woman.
Really?
I mean,
think about it. Toya, let's be clear, right? If a lady were, like, let's say a lady get up right today and she go outside and she said, right now, I want to feel the heat, right? It doesn't matter. I'm using terminology. I'm not getting explicit, right? You know what I'm saying? I want some action. Let's put it that way. She wants some action, right? As long as that guy is in that age range of her desired bracket, that could span 10 to 20 years, whatever she's into, she's going to have a whole bunch of suitors. She could be pretty, ugly, whatever. Right? What I'm saying? There's going to be somebody, right? A guy could go outside and he's like, yo, I'm trying to make something happen. Ain't nothing happening if no woman is interested. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happening if he's not interested. This guy got to be like top of the pack. He got to have some kind of game. He got to have some kind of money. He got to have some kind of place. Yo, a lady don't even have to have a place.
Yeah,
the guy gonna provide the place. He gonna provide the money. He gonna provide the ride. He gonna provide everything to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why it's easier for a female to make it happen than it is for a guy to get. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said for a guy that's a bachelor, because he still gotta perform. He still gotta talk. He gotta make everything happen. Because the guy could look good if he can't talk. A lady's leaving like, yo, his game whack. I'm out. A lady don't got to do all of that. A lady be like, yo, let's make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's happening.
Then a snap of a finger.
You know what I'm saying? It's happening.
He said it best. It could be the back of a Taco Bell for $40, but he still had to put all that together.
Exactly. You got to put it together. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said is, but like Brandon said, overall, yes, it's still what it is. A horse is a horse is a horse. You know what I'm saying? Still the same thing. Yeah. So we go transition, but I just wanted to play that one. So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. We did a whole bunch of relationship stuff. Here, this one is a little, here we go to it.
Yo, I cannot make this up. Please, if you freaking care about me for like 2 seconds, please watch this video. Okay, so I'm at freaking McDonald's. Everything I'm saying, I'm gonna try to keep it brief and very honest with y'all. I don't even feel like posting this on YouTube because I feel like we're more cool. I'm at McDonald's. I'm leaving. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. I grab Uber Eats. I'm not even going to tell you my situation as to why I'm Uber Eats, but just know I lost my job last week. Mind you, I'm doing Uber Eats now to get bread so I can pay rent. This homeless person asked me, "Can I buy you food?" I said, He said, "Oh no? Okay, go worship Satan." Go worship who? Who? The believer? Me? Yeah? I said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," and he kept cursing me out. Look at this.
The issue is your demeanor and how you're talking to me.
I told the truth. You kept attacking me, so I told
I
the
did
truth.
not attack
I'm a
you.
man, so I spoke to you directly. That's what bothered you, right?
I'm a woman, so
Cool.
please lower your tone.
Why?
Because you are
You're coming to me after I told you to go away, right?
I did not.
So you're looking
I'm
for a
going
fight.
to order.
If you were a man, I would have knocked you down. You're a woman, so I'm not touching you. That's my version of respect.
Okay, that's low-key a threat, so fuck out of here.
That's not a threat. You're a
Bro,
woman.
shut
I'm
the
never
fuck
gonna hit you. Does
up.
that make sense?
Yo, I'm not.
You get the
I'm
privilege
not
of running
talking
your
to
mouth.
you no more. So
Have you
shut.
ever suffered in your fucking life?
Bitch, shut the fuck up before I slap your shit, nigga.
If you do, I can't hit you back.
I don't give a fuck. Stop disrespecting me.
Ma'am, you walk your ass
Stop
back in here.
disrespecting me, nigga.
Ma'am, you walk.
Sir, I'm not doing this with you. If you disrespect me, I will disrespect you back. This is International Women's fucking month. You're not finna do that on that shit. And it was Black History Month the other month. So you need to shut the fuck up with that shit.
Act like a woman.
I don't give a fuck. Oh, act like a godly man then. Act like a godly man then.
I will.
Act like a godly man then. Where's your Bible at? In your Bible? Oh, you know what? Guess what? I have it too. Oh.
All right. So that was that clip, right? Did you think the opening statement she gave matches up with the video that she played?
Absolutely not. She told on herself.
How about you, Toya, before we get into it? Did you think
No. Very contradictory.
Exactly. I kind of, like she said, I was kind of expecting something to go into where she said the guy said she could go worship the devil, right? But I didn't think the two videos line up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I don't think they line up at all. I think he may have, you know what I'm saying? Let's grant it. He probably told her go worship the devil or whatever. I can see where that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think her actions and how calm he was, I don't think those two things lined up.
Yeah, he definitely seemed like the calmer one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What you think,
No,
Brandon?
yeah, she should have kept that second video to herself. I mean, if you're just trying to tell one side of the story, but she did not conduct herself as a woman of God, even if she was upset, which is understandable. But she did not approach that man in a way that was godlike. And I don't know what she was expecting, threatening him, continuing to go in that negative direction. She could have just left it alone, waited for her food, and been gone. So I don't know what she was trying to do, but that ain't it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think she's
a drama queen.
Mm.
You think so,
In
right?
her nightgown, in her pajamas.
Yeah.
I think she came off like a guy because you can see how she was talking to him. It's like she was talking like she could whoop his ass.
Yeah, and he's saying straight up, "I'm a dude. I'm not gonna hit you." Da, 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 and still, like she wanted to throw down. Why?
Yeah,
Like she was looking for a fight.
I see that with a lot. I see a lot of this with today's culture where, and this is where America made it good, and this is how the world should be. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to speak your mind freely and nothing happened to you. Right?
Agreed.
But I think some people take it overboard. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you still got to watch your temper. As a woman, you should still be able to keep it relatively level. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Because, and I see this a lot where ladies talk to guys, like talk down to guys, like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing, like talk them down. You know what I'm saying? But with guys, you know what I'm saying? Like guys, when guys talk to guys like that, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's right. Not saying it's right, but
guys just got to walk away. And that's the thing within America. Now, these ladies, in some cases, ladies now automatically feel they could talk to any guy like that. And that jump don't play out across the board. You know what I'm saying? You know? Any more thoughts on this one?
No, those are the situations that can get really, really dangerous. It really could have went from 0 to 100 just from once she said that she could have slapped him or she would slap him. She could have easily been hit, hurt, whatever, and for what? And you know, yes, we do have to maintain self-control, but when strangers meet, you don't know one another, and you having a conflict, anything goes, and that's just not the way to do things.
Yeah. I think, man, I don't know. I think I'm getting older where I could see, I avoid conflict. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I'm talking to people and they start to get loud, I automatically kind of go the next way. Like, yo, it is what it is. Time to go. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, it's not worth it, It's like now I can see where something is going in a bad direction, It's like if I could mitigate it, like, yo, whatever, I'm sorry, Yeah, if it's something small, I try to just kind of think it. But if I see how people like, if someone is overreacting at a certain point, you could tell when something is past the level of overreaction. So now it's like, all right, you got it, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't serious. It ain't that serious. If I'm arguing in the middle of McDonald's over food or something like that, where a guy was trying to buy, it's like he was trying to buy her food, man, I know he should have already been know when to quit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have told him too. But the reality is, she said he was trying to buy her food. I would have took the food and kept it going. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But, I understand where ladies be coming from. You don't want to take stuff from guys because they going to want something. And, you know what I'm saying? So, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people be trying to be genuine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, but it is what it is. Any closing thoughts on that one, Toya?
People can just be nice. The amount of times I've been to Dunkin' and person in front of me paid for my meal just because they were being nice.
Yeah. Man, growing up, people used to, that's the most kindness thing where God bless people is like, you be someplace and you don't got no money and someone just look at you like, hey, you want something to eat?
I'm like, COVID, I went to a restaurant in my scrubs and, just because it was a difficult time, they paid for my meal, me and my son's meal.
Nice, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And these good gestures also turn people by passing it forward. What I'm trying to say is like once you experience a good gesture like that, you want to
remember
do
how it feels, so you want to do
Yeah.
it for somebody else.
Exactly. So you build that level. Like now when you go places, one thing I used to do is like, and I have a nostalgia of this because it's like, so much people helped me when I was younger. It's like I'll go someplace and someone was like, hey, I'll pay for his food. I'm like, whoa, I had no money. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna ask them for a cup of water. You know what I'm saying? And people just buy, you know what I'm saying, buy stuff for me that I do it now when I'm older, but like the way how the world is now, it's like weird. It's like if you buy something for a little kid, people think that you're a PDF or something like that. So it's like now it's like the world is totally different. So like now it's like it's screwed up. The world is screwed up. You're supposed to be able to give a kind gesture without someone thinking you have some kind of ulterior motive. You know what I'm trying to say?
So told me no good deed goes unpunished. And
yeah.
So unfortunately, that is the way it goes.
Yeah. So, because I know back in the days, like older guys used to always pay for little kids. Like, oh, he want that toy? Bang. You know what I'm saying? Now you do that, it's like,
my fourth grade teacher, for every month there was birthday celebrations.
Yeah.
She would take us to get like pizza, and then we would go back to her house and chill. And it was very innocent, much older lady, Can't do that now.
Now that's like, that's frowned upon. Yeah, it's frowned upon. So it's like the culture ruin it, or whoever is like the minds are warped because it's so much. It's gone so far where it's like, yeah, if you do something out of kindness, people look at you like you're weird. Like stuff that is supposed to be normal is looked up on like it's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what? We can change that though. We can go back to the old days. You can still do something for a kid because at the end of the day, give with a given heart. Only God could judge you. If somebody's saying, "Oh, he weird this and that," none of that matters. What matters is the gesture, the good deed that you're trying to do. So don't let somebody's opinion stop you, because at the end of the day, it don't matter. It's what you're trying to do to be a good person, to give with a given heart.
The person on the receiving end will never forget it either.
Amen. And hopefully they continue that cycle of passing it forward.
Yeah, definitely. Because
Be
I
the change you want to see in the world.
Trust me, it do go a lot, because I've seen people that reach out to me like where I help. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, go ahead, don't worry about that. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? And people like, yo, Mr. P, I remember the time you did this, man. You don't know how much that meant. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? That was just me. So I could see at first I didn't see that effect, but as I get older and people kind of send these emails and stuff like that, it's like, damn, I was just being me. I wasn't looking for nothing, but it makes you, it builds your character and who you are, and it also helps people. So I kind of like it, so, but yeah, I thought that was a good clip. Any closing thoughts on that one?
Like I said, just be the change you want to see in the world. We can make a difference, ladies and gentlemen, if you're willing to do it and ignore whatever judgment comes that way. Only God can judge you.
All right. So I'm going to let you guys choose, right? Hospital. These are both teams, right? Hospital or child support?
For real. Dang, Winston.
We could do both. It doesn't matter.
Toy, it's on you.
Me?
We're going to go with hospital because of Toya.
Okay.
I take it off. Yeah, I do that. Let's go with hospital. Here we go.
Yeah, this happens. Parents will bring their infant or child to the pediatric emergency room on a Friday night. It's always a Friday night. And as soon as the child gets admitted, the parent disappears, always claiming they're going to be right back. They just have to go home and grab something. And we don't see them again for the whole weekend. And then we can't get a hold of them to come pick them up when the child is discharged. And a lot of the time we find out there was nothing wrong with the child. There are repeat offenders that do this on a regular basis, that have chronically ill children and will bring them in just because they need a break. It's abuse of the healthcare system.
All right, so Toya, right? Have you ever seen this in the medical field?
Well, I haven't worked in the pediatric emergency room before. But I will say, yeah, people abuse the healthcare system all the time. There will be people that are, drug abusers, and they'll come in and say they have chronic issues, that are worthy. Like they could say they have pain for real, but they'll come in and exaggerate it just so they could get the medication.
Okay.
Yeah. Caregiver burnout is real. I would say there's a better way to go about it, though, instead of just dropping your kid off, And at what point does the ER say we're not going through this again?
Well, I think there's I can't say because I know my wife could tell me why, but because I think they got to admit them.
They can't refuse. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And then again, it's a money-making business. So, It's money to be made. Somebody getting paid. You know what I'm saying? So, but that one is crazy. To drop your kid off and leave them, because she said happened on a Friday.
So they hitting the club Friday night and probably going back like Saturday night to
They're
pick them
going
up.
all weekend.
Yo, that's crazy.
Is it though? What's the problem? Because I'm not seeing abuse here.
It is. It's neglect.
Neglect.
It's not neglect. My kids are in a safe place at the hospital.
Right.
But
Listen.
you're what's the right terminology?
Yeah, what is the right terminology?
You're abandoning your child.
No, I'm not. I know exactly where they are. They are surrounded by a team of professionals, medical, psychological. What's the problem? I pay my insurance premiums and I'm using it this way. What's the problem? I know where my child is.
Looking
I'm
at
gonna
it
be
from
back
the
home,
flip
too.
side, though, like if I was a kid and my parents disappeared and I'm in the hospital, I would feel some type of way.
They have social workers for that. They can work them. They can
I'm gonna
talk them
pay
through
the
it.
social workers copay though.
No, that's all coming out of my insurance premium.
So
at the end of the hold up. At the end of the day, I drop my kid off to the ER. All right. Number one, I know for sure they about to be well fed. It don't matter if it's hospital food. They about to be well fed. You want some more juice? Habibi gonna get you more juice. You want some
I don't
more?
want no
Whatever
canned
they serve,
vegetables.
it don't matter
I
what
want no
you
canned
want.
carrots and
Because
no
guess
canned
what?
corn.
I ain't gotta force it on you. The hospital people gonna leave it there. And if you want to starve, we can get you an IV of fluids so that you can get that sustenance. All right. Number two, they got TVs in almost every damn room. Them kids gonna be A-OK. All right. Then they got the little Where's Waldo on the walls. So much for a kid to do. It's 1,000% neglected. The parents should be locked up. Clayton, no, it's not how it works. You must not got
I
insurance.
agree,
Anyway.
Clayton. I agree. That they should be locked up.
No. Hey, for the record, thank God they got parents, okay? Because I done seen kids in the foster care system, they end up in the ER because they was acting out. Yeah, them foster parents are leaving. It's the same damn thing. I used to be the one stuck down in the ER with them. I couldn't take them out. But I'm there watching you watch TV, getting pizza and everything in your little room, just cooling out. Them kids don't care. They fine. So at the end of the day, I don't see no abuse. I don't see no neglect. I'm coming back. It may not be when you want me to, Clayton, but I'm coming back for my child.
Yo,
how did you talk about
it? Is
But why can't they bring them somewhere else? Why they gotta bring them to the hospital? Was nothing wrong with them in the first place.
Boy, you know good and goddamn well how much it costs for child care. But if I just give you my little Husky insurance or my little United or whatever, Anthem, whatever, Gucci.
Yo,
I guess it
take them
boils
to the
down to what
hospital
kind of
cost.
insurance we got, right? Again,
yeah, it do.
What kind of insurance? It determines a lot of things.
But what I was going to say, it takes more to take them to the hospital than to get somebody to watch him.
No, don't. The hospital right there. They got the ER. Hey, something wrong with my kid. Once they get in the back, I don't even gotta go back with them. I'm dipping. Car and valet. If you bring them to somebody, you gotta already agree that they're gonna take them. You gotta be like, oh, you gotta give them a time frame when you coming back. Cause ain't nobody just gonna let you drop your kid off and be like, hey, oh, you don't know when you coming back? No. ER is no questions asked, brother. It's easier to bring them to the ER. You tripping. Pay up your insurance.
Once they get admitted, though, they have to know the kid's going to be admitted.
Who?
The parents, before they could just take off.
Even better.
Well, that's the whole thing, though, Toy. That's the whole thing. That's the gimmick. If you take off before all of that, they don't have a record to call or for you to come and get them.
Yeah. You about to get locked up.
So Toya, that's where the thing comes into play. So you bring them and you disappear. So it's like it's no one to really call. It's like you were a ghost. It's so like when somebody gets shot and they bring him to the hospital, the people who bring him leave because they don't want to get interrogated. So that's kind of the play. That's kind of the play.
But I'm coming back, so it don't matter. Everybody getting paid.
So
Everybody
it makes
getting paid.
sense. So yeah, so I get this. I get the scam. The scam is if you come back,
Whoa.
it is a scam.
Sir.
It's a scam.
How?
Because the scam is if you come back, you showing that, all right, no, I just went and I couldn't. It's like this. I went, but I came back. If you never come back, you do face, I think you do face some kind of charge.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you'll face child abandonment, but it's not a scam when I'm coming back. My child is getting checked out. I don't need to be here. They're being admitted. What's the scam?
You
and I don't
leaving
gotta tell you, I'm leaving them. I'm not staying at the hospital. Y'all not giving me the meals and the free apple juices. I can't watch what I want to watch. They don't got HBO. What are you saying?
So, all right. So,
But see, I get one or two times, but this is happening over and over again from what I'm understanding.
Okay, what's the problem? This is, again, it's cheaper than childcare. You get repeat business. What's the problem? Till you tell me I can't do it. What's the problem?
What's going on in that child's head? I mean, really, are they really okay?
Here we
Being
go
at the
again. If
hospital?
something's going on in the child's head, the psychologist will talk to them. They'll give them a referral for services. We'll
So
get them
now we're
connected if
okay
need
with
be.
psychologists and therapists and all of that.
I'm not
But
paying
he
for
was
it. So what's the
in
problem?
support of it. He was in support of it. Yeah, he was in support of it.
I ain't paying for it though. So what's the problem?
Yeah, he always says that. He always, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
They can do therapy at the hospital on my insurance premium. What's up?
Oh man. But it is fraud. They do have a name for it, Brandon. It is fraud.
Why? How's it fraud?
Because they're abandoned. It's like, I get you. I get you. I can see the
You gonna
scam.
call it abandonment if I come back. It's not abandonment.
Well, the time frame that you left is abandonment. So let me give you a different scenario, Brandon. So if a parent leave a child at home and the cop shows up before the parent come home, it's abandonment. Even though you left for 2-3 minutes, it's still abandonment. If the cop get there before you do, it's abandonment.
It's not
It didn't
abandonment.
matter if it was 10 hours or 5 minutes. If the cop
It's
show
not
up before,
Let me tell you how it's not abandonment. If I get there and I open up the door and I'm in my house, it is what it is. You think the police gonna be in my house without me opening the door? My kids know not to open the goddamn door. Are you stupid? It's not abandonment. Because guess what? You don't know who in the house.
They call it probable cause. They have probable cause.
What they gonna hear? What they gonna hear? The TV on? I do that to let people think that I'm home. It's a security measure.
I get you, but in some instance, they call it probable cause where they could enter. So if they do get aware of a kid or the kids being at home, right? I get your point. Your point is valid, right? Your point is valid. But if they have probable cause that a child is inside there, that's more than probable cause to enter. In most states, you need like a. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just speaking out of ignorance. In most cases, you would need like a warrant to enter the premises, and that's true. But with probable
By the
cause,
time you get your warrant, I'm already home.
Right.
Now, if you're talking about just probable cause, hey, you seen what happened to Afro Man? They kicked at his door. They didn't find nothing. My kids know where to hide. Under the bed. If the cops find you, that means you lost the game of hide and seek, and you gonna get punishment for it. Ain't no abandonment when there's nobody in the house, my boy.
I get you. You defended your point well.
I'm just saying.
Oh man. So, you guys want the child support one?
Let's go into it then.
All right, and this will be the last one. We landed right there.
Go ahead, don't be scared. Need that women
I
quarter.
just saw a post that said, if a teen girl can give birth, then a teen boy can pay child support. Fun fact, in the state of Texas, if your child under the age of 18 gets a girl pregnant, he can be placed on child support. And if you don't make him get a job and pay said child support, they will garnish your wages. That happened in my family. It did. My cousin, first cousin, did not make her son, my second cousin, get a job and start paying that child support. And all of a sudden, her wages started getting garnished. Like she was the one that got that girl pregnant.
What do you think, guys? What do you think?
I'm not seeing the problem with it. Makes sense.
Until your wages start getting garnished.
No. Listen. In Connecticut,
that was the mom's
you that
wages
little
that started getting garnished.
The parent.
The grandparent, technically, right?
Say it again.
Oh, yes.
Grandparent, technically, right?
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's where the issue comes in.
Yeah, I
You
don't think it's right
not
for
an
the
issue.
grandparents' wages to get garnished.
Wait, what? Why not?
Like, why is her wages getting garnished and she didn't give
Why your son out here having relations in his young teenage age? Why you being irresponsible? You're not using prophylactics. What? Why you ain't raise your child right?
We could talk till we blue in the face. Do kids always follow advice that the parents give?
When they
not
don't,
have
you
to
know what
buck
we
their
call
own
that?
toe to learn?
When they don't listen, you know what we call that? A personal problem.
Nah.
And it's gonna be personal when your wages are getting garnished.
Right.
Because you raised a kid who out here doing booty do, having babies that can't pay for it. Get you a summer job, my boy. Cut them lawns, sell lemonade, do what you gotta do support that child.
Right. That's what he
Go
need to
ahead.
do. And we gonna make sure that happens before my wages get garnished.
Right.
There you go. See? Now go ahead, 12. What you got to say?
So that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, right? If it's like two things that I wanted to say. They made it acceptable for these young kids to be doing this, right? Schools, right? Schools and all of these different things now that, we used to go to school. They used to have class called sex ed. You used to go in there and they used to explain these stuff to you. Schools don't have that anymore.
They don't have it anymore. They cut it out the curriculum.
Right. But they would, so now this is what they would do. Now they have stuff to tell thing about gender, but they don't have stuff to tell about sex.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say? So I remember, like now for kids growing up, they used to show those nasty ass disease on the board. Well, this is this.
That's exactly what I did for my son.
You know what I'm saying? So they started
found out that was out the curriculum. I was like, oh heck no.
Yeah.
Let me educate you.
Exactly. So like now, and granted, yes, you're right. It starts at home. You got to raise a child in which your child should grow. I understand that.
But they don't always tell him.
Exactly. So now schools used to think it, but now you go to schools, they're telling them that junk is okay as long as you're using protection. What? I'm like, like now that's what you're hearing in some of these places. It's like
preach abstinence.
Yeah. Now they're telling them it's okay. Even they're telling them it's okay. Like, if you listen to these young kids, kids shouldn't know about it's like, yes, I understand where they're going. I'm not in a child era where what is right for the early development of kids. But like now they're telling kids it's okay to masturbate. It's okay to do this. It's okay. That's safe. And I'm like, what? Why? You know what I'm saying? Because what they're trying to say is you can't stop it. You could only teach them how to use protection. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm like, so I'm looking at these young kids. They're telling them this is okay. That's okay. It's okay to do this. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what world? But hey, I guess that's the time we're living in. You know what I'm saying?
Although it was statistically proven when you tell kids it's when you teach them to wear a condom versus saying don't have sex, it's like reverse psychology. European countries that had that approach had lower STD pregnancy rates.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. But if it's my son that got himself in this trouble, best to believe he better be finding a job. He should pay child support. But he should be paying the child support, not me, not my wages.
Right. But you got to see, the laws got to change because he can't work regardless of the fact.
Why he can't work?
Because
Why
now,
he can't work?
Hold on. I agree with you. Yes, he should work. That's what I'm saying. I agree. He should work. But now, granted the situation, what if the kid is under the age of employment?
You can get a job in Connecticut at the age of 14.
Right. So what if he's 12?
If you 12 having relations, what the hell?
Bruh, it happened
Where in
to
Connecticut can
every
you get a
day.
job at 14? It's not that easy.
Right. And you can't work certain amount of hours. Yo, a kid
Okay.
at 14 can't pay a full wage as a guy that's 18. They're
Yeah,
going to
but you
limit
can
your
still pay
hours.
something. That's the point. I'm sure they'll take your age into into accordance
No,
when it
they're
comes to that
not.
child
They're
support.
not. They're not going
All right,
to.
So if he got to pay regular child support like a grown man, he'll be all right. Get that summer youth employment. You can get that through Community Renewal Team. Used to be OPP, but they closed. Yeah, he'll get him a summer job. He'll work it out.
Right.
It's actually last summer was much harder.
What you mean?
Because of budget, certain budgets, they had to do cuts. Like when you're 14, there's only certain programs that allow you to work at that age.
Well, if you was doing booty do and you got a kid on the way and you can't get a job through summer youth employment due to budget cuts, that's a personal problem.
Which falls on the parent.
Who told your kid to have a kid?
Trust me, you could do your best. You could tell them everything right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They still got to think. So granted, I understand where the parents come in. And I think these parents supposed to, I'm not saying I'm putting all the kid. I think the parents do have some kind of responsibility, because if this were to happen, you know what I'm saying, you would want to make sure that both parties, these kids, now foster environment for this new baby that's coming. So I would definitely want the grandparents to support and help and take care of the kids. I'm not saying no, the boy is all on the boy's shoulder, because the girl do have some level of burden that she has to go through as well. Both their life is affected. You know what I'm saying? So I think both grandparents should help in raising the child, because that's what they would do regardless when kids got baby younger. You know what I'm saying? The parents would take care of the child to mitigate that risk of the, you know what I'm saying?
This better not happen to me, because I ain't doing that.
It still won't come out your check. It still won't come out your check regardless if you don't want it.
It ain't coming on my check. I don't know where my child is. Maybe they're out finding a job, but they no longer live in this residence. You should check with the baby's father. They may be living together. How, I don't know. It's not my concern.
So you got to kick out the child. So you got to kick out the child.
That's fine.
Okay. So,
who told you to be fast? Because I didn't. So
you definitely have to suffer the consequences of his actions.
It be like that.
Brandon, I got footage. I think I got footage. I can't pull it up right now.
You gonna have to circle the block come the next time. Shoot.
Yep, I got footage of you saying, "Why are you kicking out the child?" I remember I got a footage of you saying,
"Wait,
that.
what? Footage of what? Say what now?"
I think there's a conversation we had where it was like, "Nah, you're not supposed to kick out the child." I think it was like 18 kick him out.
AI. Because if you ain't got no footage, or you do have footage, pretty sure it's AI. It's a crazy world we live in nowadays.
Okay.
But me? No.
All right. So we're going to go land and play, because I don't have footage, nor do I have my support to back up my allegations. So we're going to land this play. So we go with Toya first. Let Toya start. What's your message for tonight? Whatever you want to tell the world as we land this play.
Everything in moderation.
Oh my God.
Nice. So that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Brandon, closing arguments.
All right, closing arguments.
No, message to
first
the world.
Things first. Message to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that your children are not having sex in moderation. Make sure they're not having sex at all, unless you want your wages to be garnished and you want to be a grandparent at an earlier age than you expected. Make sure that you are communicating with your children, your significant other, so that you don't run into any roadblocks and have to hire a therapist. Make sure that if you need a break, you drop your kids off at the ER. You pay insurance for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Just make sure you come back. Late night live, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 o'clock. Come line with us.
All right, so you heard the message. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up right there. So, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to be here on Tuesday. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're out. Peace.